Alright then, so today is session number 831. The date is 23rd of October. And today we are going to have a different activity. And this activity is a story, and the people are going to enact themselves into the story. I don't know, Dakshin, he hasn't informed anything.
Okay, sir.
I remember him saying on Wednesday, I remember him saying he will not be present on Friday and Saturday. So, he won't be here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's straight away start. In this story, Guru Prasanna and Dakshin Siddharth are twin brothers of a family. Dakshin Siddharth's name is Athreya Narayana Murthy, and Guru Prasanna's name is Acharya Narayana Murthy. Athreya and Acharya, fondly called as Arti or Atre, Dakshin's pet name, and Guru Prasanna's pet name is Archie. Archie and Athreya are very fondly remembered for their intelligence and intellectual factors in science. Both are very good in science. They both were born in 1990, and right now they are almost about 30 plus years of age. They have seen plenty of things in their young stage. They were really good. They were always having their back to each other, and they were really supporting themselves until this one day came into their lives. Character-wise, Athreya is very emotionally strong. Acharya is very physically strong. Athreya is very good in creative thinking and making witty comments, coming up with state-of-the-art solutions for problematic situations. Acharya, on the other hand, is good at following traditions, is good at mathematics, and is good at reverse engineering thoughts and logical reasoning. So, to put in the nutshell, both of them are very intelligent fellows. One day, they both go to a trip, a family trip. Both are unmarried. They were attributing that they need to be scientifically very much proven to the society, and only then they will get married. So besides being 30 years plus at age, they are unmarried, but they look young. They kept their looks. They still look debonair and flamboyant, and they have this interest look, both of them. So one day they go for vacation, and Acharya and Athreya are back to the childhood days. Mom and dad are really happy to see them. 30-year-old, remember, and half-old 30-year-old boys just going into the beach, and they play like hell. They play volleyball. They have got a couple of friends over there, newly formed friends, and they play. And the mother sees a fantastic unity between the brothers, and the father warns the mother, don't be so happy. This might be short-lived. These two guys are always like fire and water. So maybe right now they are just good friends. So the mother always wants Acharya and Athreya be kith and kin. The father wants good competition, healthy competition between them. In comes into our story a man called as Herald Justin, Anglo-Indian. And Herald Justin meets Athreya and Acharya in the restaurant. And he was kind of having a very good sight looking at these two guys' conversation. Athreya starts speaking about rocket science. Acharya speaks about genetics. This guy was super excited, and he volunteered himself into the meeting, and he introduces himself to A and A combination. And they were full of life. Herald was super excited to speak about the propensity. And Herald says, After a course of conversation, understandably, they conversed for about 2 or 3 hours, while mom and dad were residing in the hotel room, and these three people were having good dinner, and late night talk, very intellectual talk. All the three are teetotalers. They don't have any habit of drinking or consuming or alcohol or smoking or stuff, which has disturbed the restaurant people. So if you're staying late night, you'll have to order something, they say. Acharya says, give me lime juice. Athreya says, serve me some pomegranate juice. And the waiter shows the door to both of them. If you want juice, it's outside on the beach. So unfortunately, all the three, Harold is not like that, He has his own ways of consuming alcohol, and he comes out. And then Athreya and Acharya, being disturbed with Harold's different kind of mannerisms and the way he handled the late night situations and all that, they both wanted to get out of the site, and they wanted to finish that association. So what happens is, he says, Guru Prasanna, that is Acharya, says, well, as we get going, we have to get a tight night's sleep because tomorrow we are attending a conference, which was a lie. So Athreya and Acharya were really having a conversation back to the hotel room, down to the hotel room. Athreya asks, dude, why did you lie to me? He was very annoying, man. He kept on speaking, and he never gave scope to speak, scope to both of us to speak. But Athreya was really finding some trigger in him. Next day morning at 6 o'clock, Athreya walks down to Harold's room and he checks. Last night you were about to say something to us, but my brother was in a hurry and he was not able to accommodate what you were speaking. So can you tell me now? Acharya also comes and joins. And I thought we are going to have a breakfast. Yes, of course we are going to have breakfast. We'll go back. Just like the dinner time, it's now breakfast time, and all the three again gather into the restaurant. Harold says, I got 2 human body samples. I have named one as Sibi Chakravarti, and I have named another one as Kavin Sandro. You see, these 2 are not human bodies, they are humanoid bodies. I designed them. I designed them. Knowingly or unknowingly, I have made them so young, full of blood, full of flesh, full of life, and they can be made for anything. You both are really, really good in science, and I would like to give this as a project to you. I want our Indian Defence Service to be served with these 2 humanoid physical substance. So you both are sounding to be future next gen scientists. So prepare a soldier out of these 2. Okay. I will give C.B. Chakravarti's model to Mr. Athreya, and I will give Kavin Sandron's model to Mr. Acharya. Both brothers colleague each other. Oh, by the way, I had a very good conversation with your dad last night after you both had slept. And he has added fuel to the fire because he always wanted some healthy competition between both of you. So you got nothing to win and nothing to lose. If Acharya wins, then that's a win of Athreya, and vice versa. So anyhow, this defense ministry is going to sanction only one humanoid soldier. If that model is sanctioned, then we can make it. Sibi Chakravarti model is sanctioned. If CC, we will call it CC, and we will call it KS. If CC is sanctioned, then we will make thousands of CC, and I need your help. If KS is, Kavin Sandron is sanctioned, then we will be needing 1,000 prototypes of it, and you will be helping us. So either way, both you brothers are going to be on business all the time. And I will make a Senate meeting with the other technical engineers, and you will head the project. You will really have the enjoyment, and you will head the project. Exactly 6 months later, myself, the big brother, the younger brother, and the Senate people will have a meeting, and you present your humanoid substance. C.B. Chakravarti and Kavin Sandron. You will see If both of them are sanctioned, that's good. If either of one is sanctioned, that's good again. But with the kind of intellectual pattern that you both have, I'm definitely sure at least one will get sanctioned. Well, we shall have plan B. We are living in 21st century, so if both of them are not sanctioned, then we will ask for a little bit of more time frame. Athreya says, no, something of that sort is not going to happen. Speaking to Athreya, so I will make even a wooden table into a walking substance. And I've got scientific proof. Athreya says, no, I'm not leased to anybody here, okay? Exclusively with the kind of 6 feet tall gentleman who is so-called elder brother of mine. I'm not, lesser than him. I can also make a 6 feet wooden piece to walk down. So count me also in. So Acharya shows the attitude. Herald is getting even more, his biggest ego is now becoming the humongous ego, because both the brothers are feeding, and the kind of possibility that Herald is seeing is something undefinable. And then Acharya is always meaning business, and he says, Mr. Herald, you might be needing financial advance. And Herald says, what is it for? Because you are working under my banner, and you will be given the stipend. Your stay, your food, your accommodation, traveling, everything will be taken care of. Why would you need a financial substance? You don't spend even a penny out of your purse. I'm sponsoring both of you for the next 6 months. Why should you need financial assistance? Dude, you're speaking to the future scientists, okay? Take it or leave it. You are supposed to give us financial advance. Where are your slaves? To the minimum extent, I'm not your slave. I don't know about you, okay? So, Acharya speaks like this. Athreya is slightly mellowed down, and he tries to speak to Acharya. Listen, man, we won't be needing financial assistance. This man is really genuine, and he has got various levels of international contacts, and we are not going to be in jeopardy, trust me, he says. And Acharya says, you have a different view of the world, okay, unlike you. So it's like Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham in Hobbs and Shaw movie. So that's the kind of the bond between Acharya and Athreya, although they are good brothers. And Herald is like Mr. Nobody in Fast and Furious. So the more these people are raying with the kind of attitude, okay, the more is the profit for Herald. Athreya is a little bit sensible, and he is checking up. A crazy man always trained us, and he has been telling us that we should be working for India. Yes, of course, you are going to have these 2 humanoid prototypes, Kavin Sandron and Sibi Chakravarti, to Indian Defence Service only. I believe that, but you are an Anglo-Indian. You're not an Indian. So, slightly there is a trust issue. Let's face it. Let's call the spade a spade. I'm straight away talking to this to you. I'm really sorry if I have offended. Acharya says, come on, you just can't speak like that to such a wonderful, prosperous gentleman, and you are really, really insulting him. And Athreya says, I'm talking to him. Sure. So, yeah, actually.
Sir, Acharya is the one who's speaking. Like Athreya mellows down, and Acharya is the one who's saying all this, right, sir?
Athreya mellows down, and he asks, he says the financial assistance is not needed. Okay, so then that's again another debate on the end. But all of a sudden, Athreya, that is you, you refer to the trader, and the trader is an Indian chauvinist. He always wants us to serve for India. Yes, you are asking us to serve for India, but your name is Herald Justin, and you are an Anglo-Indian. You are not a proper Indian. So how are you linked with it? That's what you are asking him. And Guru Prasanna is getting angry that you are insulting him, and he's giving you the fortune about it. So either way, both of you have got some arguments cropping up, and unsettled propositions are there. So, any questions so far?
Sir, no, sir. Sir, it's a nice story, sir, but the names are only confusing me, sir.
Okay, so we will have Dakshin's name as Athreya, and Malhotra is your name.
Okay,
Daddy
sir.
Malhotra.
Malhotra, sir.
Danny Malhotra. Guru Prasanna's name is Malhotra.
Okay, sir.
Athreya Rao, Dakshin Siddharth, Malhotra Rao, Guru Prasanna. They're all just 3 characters. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so the time is set and the 6 months start. So Athreya and Malhotra are on the boot and they're trying. Now, we are going to plan. Now that only Kavin Sandron is, only Sibi Adityan is present. So you both will prepare Sibi. Sibi Adityan is a humanoid robot right now, and you have to prepare him for the Indian Defence Service. So you need to make this story. So the presentation happens to be, I will be playing the role of the chief who will be sanctioning the robot. Artificial Intelligence Research Center's head, AIT's head. I will be playing the role. And you will be presenting the robot that you made. Dakshin in one form of presentation and Guru Prasanna as a form of presentation. So, based on your presentation. And then there has to be a demonstration of skills by Sibi Adityan. So, Sibi Adityan himself has to speak. So, only then the robot will be sanctioned. It's a kind of a game. Okay. Right. So, the activity's name is the Next Gen Humanoid hyphen CC. The Next Gen Humanoid hyphen Sibi Chakra. Operation Sibi or Operation CC.
So what are we supposed to do, sir? We're supposed to plan the presentation or
Yes, you are supposed to plan, make it dramatic, bring some creativity inside it. And I will be asking some questions. The questions will be up in the air. How do you want? How do you want your project CC to be? Is going to be like a soldier, or is he going to be in the battlefield whenever Indian Army has got some forces to be deployed? Or is he going to be in the official position in the Indian Army? Or is he going to be in the lieutenant colonel position? Or is he going to be along with the fellow soldiers? Or is he going to be a remote operating robot which could serve itself to serve the nation? How are you going to model it? All these things you have to think, you and Guru Prasanna. And I'm segregating things to you. Guru Prasanna has to, you see, when I say humanoid robot, it has its own emotions too. Okay? So both of you should think and plan about what kind of emotions you would like to infringe, what are all the kinds of problem-solving methods you would like to infringe, and what are all the special traits that you would like to infringe into the robot, which is going to make it distinguished from the other humanoid robots that could possibly be available in the world. So design a robot and present a prototype and answer some questions that I'm asking. And that's it. We are finishing today with that. Got it?
yes, sir.
Guru Prasanna, you have any questions? Yeah.
Sir, myself and Dakshana should work on 2 different teams with Sibi, sir.
No. I was initially planning like that. Now Kavin Sandron is not visible, so you have only Sibi. So you 3 sit together and plan. Presentation time, there has to be a debate between the 2 brothers. You prepare in such way. And ultimately, someone compromises and enables the robot to be sanctioned. And the Mari. Or presentation you prepare but expect a plot twist or expect a kind of a different behavior from the guy who is going to put you into surveillance. Herald Justin is just a mythful player. He's not going to be in the scenario whatsoever. But the person who is going to test Sibi and test the 2 scientists, that is you both, will be asking some other questions and you need to be prepared for the questions. Begin with an end in mind. நான் என்ன மாதிரி questions எல்லாம் கேட்பேன் அப்படிங்கிற ஏற்ற மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுங்க. அப்புறம் சிபியை வந்துட்டு ஆப்ரேட் பண்ண சொல்லும்போது அவனுக்கு கமாண்ட் எல்லாம் கொடுக்குற மாதிரி இல்லை அவனே பேசுகிற மாதிரி பிளான் பண்ணுங்க. சும்மா I'm just giving the outline. நீங்க இதை எவ்வளவு dramatic-ஆ creative-ஆ ஒரு ஷோ மாதிரி பண்ண முடியுமோ பண்ணுங்க. That's how it is.
Yes, sir.
Darshan, shall we start?
Yes.
And CP Chakravarti நான் சொல்றேன், but நீங்க எப்படி வேணாலும் நேம் எல்லாம் மாத்திக்கலாம். And at the worst case, always have a different plan. If CP is not able to speak, you yourself will have to speak on behalf of him. That's how it is.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how much time will you? Just like yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Kavin Sandron has just now joined the conversation, sir.
I'm
In
not
chat
seeing.
box. Sir, no, sir, not joined the call, sir. He has joined the conversation, sir. We shall see in the chat box.
I see. Okay, right. இப்போ நீ கவின் சான்றோனுக்கு தனியா ஒர்க் பண்ற மாதிரி தக்ஷன் சிபிக்கு ஒர்க் பண்ற மாதிரி எல்லாம் வேண்டாம். மேபி கவின் சான்றோன் இஸ் an executive assistant for both of you. அந்த மாதிரி வச்சுக்கோங்க. And I'll be asking questions to him too.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, Kavin Sandron, Guru Prasanna and Dakshin Siddharth will be explaining to you what the activity is all about. And after 20-25 minutes of preparation, you will be answering my questions. That's how it is.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, I'm leaving. I'm here. I'll be observing. If you need anything, just send a text. Prepare பண்ணுங்க. My character name and என்னோட nature அப்படிங்கிறது இப்போ prepare பண்ணி நான் chatல like the AIRD head. That guy's character information will arrive at you shortly.
Yes, sir.
All right, enjoy. Do well.